Hey, vinyl friends and vinyl community, it's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records, and I am here with the contest entry for Jimmy the Saint Daz. Congratulations on 100 subs, a big milestone in the VC. So exciting to see that you're back here. I know you took kind of a break from doing videos, so love that you're back, and so awesome that you hit that 100 subs mark. So this is a contest entry for you, and you had 4 questions to ask, so here we go. Question number 1, what is the first record that you acquired? The first record I remember purchasing is this one here. This is AC/DC's The Razor's Edge. This is a Columbia House press. And, I'm not quite sure how I came into a record from Columbia House, but I remember picking this up, and this was in the 90s, early 90s. Really enjoyed this album. This is my intro to AC/DC, so when I found it, I bought it right away. It was in a discount bin, I remember that, and my guess is that somebody probably returned it to a store, and they realized that it's not from the inventory, and so they just threw it in the bin. Records weren't as easy to come by back then, so it was cool to kind of find this and pick it up. So this has been stored, and as you can see, there's a lot of damage to it. It went through a flood in our basement, and the other album that I picked up at the same time, Skid Row, self-titled album, stuck to this cover, and it peeled off. So I tried to restore as much as I could of it, but it is what it is. Next question, what record of all your collection would you save if you could only have one, and why? This is hard. There's all sorts of reasons why you could save different records, but ultimately I came down to a record that I searched for quite a long time. Didn't know if I'd ever find it available. Didn't know if it would ever get a reissue due to the political nature of the album. And I was so excited when I did find it, and it is my favorite album from the artist, and it's one of my favorite artists, and that's Poison, and this is Native Tongue. The whole blab blood between the members of Poison and Richie Kotzen, plus the fact that CC DeVille is not on this album, makes me believe that this will probably never get a repress. I hope I'm wrong. It's an absolutely fantastic album. Like I said, it's my favorite one. I saw the tour behind this album. It was really good. And so if I could save any of them, it would probably be this one, because it's one of my all-time favorite albums, and I just love listening to it. Next question, what is a record that you own that you could tell a story about? Well, I'm going to go with Jason Isbell, Southeastern. And the reason I'm picking Jason Isbell is because for many, many years, a coworker of mine always would tell me about how this guy is one of his favorite artists and how I should check him out, and I think he thought I would enjoy him, and I just never did. I always put it off and put it off and put it off, and I don't know why, just for some reason. Normally when people recommend music to me, I go and listen to it, but for some reason I just never bothered taking that advice. Well, then one day this popped up on a Deals website where this was, I think, $13 to buy the album. So I thought, well, what the heck? I've been recommended this so long, I might as well pick it up. So I bought it, it came, and I put it on, and I must have slapped myself 10 times for not doing it sooner. Jason Isbell is now one of my favorite artists, and I am so upset with myself that I didn't listen and get into him a lot sooner. But I have almost all of his albums on vinyl now. Absolutely just love Jason Isbell's songwriting. His albums are fantastic, and so if there's any artists that I could recommend to anyone, this is one of the top guys, Jason Isbell. He also has Jason Isbell on the 400 unit. Absolutely fantastic. So that is the story that I wanted to relay to you. The last question was, what is the most recent album that you bought? Well, and that's this guy. This is Type O Negative's None More Negative box set. It came out this last week, and it cost me a lot of money, but Type O Negative was one of my favorite bands in high school and going into college, and beyond that, I followed them all the way till Peter Steele's death, and have always wanted to grab these guys on vinyl. I did grab the reissue of the Bloody Kisses album, which came out Record Store Day last year, but the album I really, 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 really wanted super bad was this guy right here. This album is October Rust, which is the album that came out right after Bloody Kisses, and super pumped to have this. This box set contains the first 6 albums from Type O Negative. You can see that here. The first 6 albums from Type O Negative included in this box set. Super pumped to have it. The only one that isn't in this set is the album Dead Again, which I think was put on a different label from these guys. And I think that's the only reason that it hasn't been repressed like these ones have. So super pumped to have this, and super pumped that you have reached 100 subs. Congratulations again, Daz. I've always enjoyed your posts, love watching your videos. Keep spinning, my friend, and here's to another 100 subs. Thanks again.